Hey YouTube, welcome back. Make another video here. Got some time, share some thoughts and update y'all on what's happening and such on as I do on this channel. If y'all haven't seen one of these videos before, check out some early stuff. The original concept was to kind of do a self-study when I was beginning college for psychology. And it evolved into what it is now, which is basically still a self-study, and in hopes that my efforts to improve myself in any manner of speaking and might encourage or spark that light for you to do that in your own life too. Sometimes when I say we need to do this or that, or we need more of this or that, or we should be thinking about blah blah blah, it's really I'm really talking to myself, but a lot of times there are ideas that could benefit a lot of people in our condition as it is now. Anyways, that being said, welcome back and hope y'all are doing well. This past weekend I went to a Beltane celebration in Walhalla. It was awesome. It was very well put together, and you know, the traditions were very much appreciated and cared for, and upheld there. And it's an old holiday, and it marks the midpoint from solstice, summer solstice, and the vernal equinox. And that's around May. A lot of people know about May Day. It's basically the same thing. There's, it's ceremonious and basically invoking protection from our creation around us, and kind of in honor of all the things that give us life in abundance, as we share in them, as we should, to live a healthy life. And that being said, also, like, my goal and direction is to basically what everybody wants is contentment and a good life, a good healthy life. It seems like a lot of us are caught in a situation to where we have to really fight for our health and well-being, and that's all manner of health, as far as physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. These things don't come easy, and they take work. And in order to express that and explore that and learn and grow, this is a portion of that. This channel is a portion of that. I'm actually considering organizing my thoughts and ideas into a more complete written format. And I will continue to do this channel as I can, but it's going to be more in an effort to become clearer on my ideologies and explore them further. I've now been given the opportunity to kind of take a few steps backwards from income work and really begin the more in-depth exploration of the great work, and really have some time to consider the most meaningful methods and path in order for me to reach that true contentment and that goal that we're always pursuing and learning from and growing with. The basic of it is, learning to love, to live life. And this is how we can approach a well-rounded holistic health. And I hope to bring the awareness of our ability to do that for ourselves and each other, to a higher degree, as I progress through it. So that being said, it was a great celebration. I met some good people. I learned about the Rensing Center for Artists, and I met the founder. It's just recently not a nonprofit anymore. So that is going to be something that I'm going to be checking out for sure. It's spelled Rensing. You can check them out online. I learned about a few people that have mutual contacts with me. I was there by myself amongst a group of complete strangers, and they welcomed me in. The guy that was kind of heading up the organizational thing and getting things kind of set up and everything greeted me right away and welcomed me in. And I was able to participate. I was able to contribute, and it was great. A bunch of kids running around celebrating life, and honoring what brings us life, and honoring that we are part of it. um, and it struck a chord with me. Um, kind of it was really cool. The fire element, when that was represented, they lit everybody a candle from the ceremonious fire. You know, is old tradition that they did. They would all extinguish their household fires and their hearths and such, in preparation for the May Day celebration and the Beltane fire. And then they would carry the ceremony fire back with them and light their hearth and relight. It's kind of a blessing. That they saw it as, seeking a blessing for the coming year of abundance. Um, and you know that they had the May court. There was the May queen, and then the May court. You know, each one of them represented one of the four elements. And the lady from the Rensing Center poured out some compost from her property there, and for earth, and you know, water that was water from the local river sprinkled on us, with a certain type of plant that is used for that purpose, throughout time, like for a long time. But yeah, it was just great to see. I have a lot more to say about it and think about it, and perhaps it's not really the place for this channel. This is more of just a self-study and seeking, you know, progression and development in my finding purpose and value in my pursuit of a healthy, well-rounded life, and sharing that with y'all. Hopefully that'll impact y'all in a positive way. I appreciate y'all checking me out. And what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I was getting some words. They asked us to bring a offering or a joke or a song or anything there, and so I prepared some words. I didn't end up speaking them, just because it was pretty much already said and done by the people who kind of put the thing together. But anyways, I was on the stoop Friday, the day before, getting some words put together. Essentially, I guess the most common way of saying it would be prayer, but just a blessing to, you know, encourage contentment and fulfillment, basically. So anyways, I was on the stoop writing it out in the sunshine Friday, and within 2 minutes, right after my roommate had left to go back to work, within that same minute, I would say, another blue SUV pulls in. I thought he had forgotten something, but they pull out, and it's Jehovah's Witnesses. And the passenger hops out and says, "Hey, can we come pray with you?" As I was pretty much literally writing a prayer. I was like, no thanks. And they were like, "Do you believe in God?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." "Are you religious?" "No." I said, "No, I stand against religion." And he said, why is that?" And I said, "Well, because it turns into people telling you how to think, and it turns into what it is today is just a cultural thing. And I see a lot of darkness and stuff in when you try to organize spiritual growth into stuff like that. You know, it kind of loses its sauce. You know, people, it's just anyways, I didn't say all that. I just told them that it's a restrictive belief system that I think restricts humanity from really progressing into what it can truly become. You know, people get stuck in this mindset like, "Oh, there's nothing we can do. It's a fallen world. Let's just wait for death," which I'm not with it anymore. I'm not with that. So they quickly discovered that they were barking up the wrong tree, and you know, wished me well. And I did the same for them, and they went on their way. So I know that's hard for y'all to hear. That you know, it's not to say that I'm disregarding Christianity. I'm just disregarding what it is now and how it is perceived by most who observe the ritualistic, what it is now that they do every day. And that's hard for a lot of people to hear. And, you know, it sucks that a lot of people are restricted to believe that I don't have the ability to explore the spiritual principles of Christianity on my own. You know, their scripture, people who accuse me and point out error, they become the accuser and say that they're the ones who know right. when in reality, nobody has the right to do that to anybody else in a manner of anything, whether it's a moral principle or spiritual principle or anything else. Their scripture clearly states for themselves that they are to explore and test all things. But then again, they will tell you that you're not allowed to in an institutionalized manner. And I'm just not with that anymore. I'm sorry if it's hard for y'all to hear, but everybody's on their own path. Everybody has their own ability to lift each other up in whatever manner it means the most to them. And freedom came from us understanding moral principles and holding fast to them. They didn't come from somebody telling you how to think or act or coercing you into a certain belief system under threat of death or imprisonment. There is a belief system that does that right now, and it's called government. And government doesn't have to be the way it is today. We can choose to voluntarily participate in systems that protect and allow us to live freely without having to be involuntarily coerced into giving away a portion of our labor for other people and rulers to do as they see fit with. I'm not with that anymore either. So anyways, these are strong words for a lot of y'all to hear, and I just wanted to fill y'all in what's going on with me. I have some time to really explore myself and do some deep inner work in this next couple months. And that's my intention, is to really take this time to know exactly what it is I'm doing. I know that I want to build a place where people can explore what it means to have true health and well-being, and participate in other places that are doing the same thing and reaching out to people who are of a similar mindset. So all that being said, I appreciate y'all checking me out again. And I know I already said that, but I do. Thanks for being here, and thank you, future self, for keeping this up. And we'll see you in the future.